this is the review you were looking for, and I have my two telecasters. This is the Fender original telecaster here, and this one is Chinese made telecaster. So basically this is the knockoff of this one. The first thing you notice is the color, the selection of color. Even if they are similar, they're not the same. This one is a little bit greenish, and when you get the Chinese made one, so actually it's really beautiful, the color. It's metallic, which you may see it has some sparkle on it. The neck, the selection of color in the neck is really nice. It's like yellow, dark on the back, on the front. It's lighter. The other thing that you notice is the weight. This one is a little bit lighter too, and actually just for the selection of woods on it, and maybe good, maybe bad, it depends on you. At the end of the day, it just changed a little bit the sonic characteristic when it comes to strumming it without electricity, not without the actual connection to the amplifier and so on. So this one is a little bit heavier. I kind of like both. This one feels like, I don't know, contundent, a little bit better in that sense. They sound similar at the end of the day, but so let's just put this back here. It's big. It's a little bit heavier actually. But the colors you can see actually is same. The fretboard, back, same color. This one in particular is satin, and the other one is not. Let's talk about a little bit of imperfections. This one, even if it is original, it's made in Mexican, so it comes with imperfection too. And you need to understand that this game of buying guitars, it's a gamble. They are made in batch, and people change those that produce certain part, and change the people that actually are quality tester. They are not the same in some batches, and so that, and how they feel, they're human too. So that changed a lot too. The fretwork on this one is far from being perfect. Even if you may be saying, oh yeah, because it's made in Mexican, so. You better check the videos of Fender in Corona, in California. You better check it. Yeah, 85% are Mexican there. You need to check it out. So what's the deal with it being Mexican and all there? I mean, seriously. What, you need to pay extra just for a fretwork here? Seriously? I mean, it's nothing that you cannot fix with a sandpaper, but either way, I mean, seriously, let's face it, you're paying a hell of a lot of money. So in this one, you pay hell less, and then you still have the same issue when it comes to the fretwork. There's another thing. This one doesn't have any issue with the nut. And this one, maybe you don't notice from here, but the higher E here is extremely close to the edge, and it's pretty annoying when you play. What's the problem? Well, they made a mistake here, a few millimeters. Seriously, the Chinese got it right, and these people can't. Then again, it's just about batches and bad luck. I wanted to change it because, I mean, let's face it, you can use the sandpaper here and fix some issues, and hardware too. You can just go in, but then this, I mean, you need to literally change and modify a little bit the guitar and the nuts. And then, does it worth it to modify it like that? I don't know. Do you really want to pay somebody else to do so, like a luthier? Seriously, Like if you cannot do it by yourself, you're a man or a woman in your case. I don't know the hell, but you can do that kind of stuff. But I say no need. So I'm gonna keep it like that. The hardware here. Everybody says no, they're cheap Chinese stuff. Well, let me tell you something. What do you think they made this kind of stuff in the regional one? And in China too. So let's face it, this bullshit about the China people and all the Chinese. I mean, let's face it. Then you may talk about the quality when it comes to how hard are the materials and stuff. Yeah, you know this and this one, the original one, yes, they are a little bit harder and higher quality a little bit, but just a little, like for real. Actually, we both feel the same in this point. What else? Well, the pickup, yes, of course, they changed, the sound changed, and they changed among the own Fenders. They changed because all of this pickup will never sound exactly the same. So they changed. I don't like to talk about that because literally that's a waste of time, because it depends on what do you like, what you don't like. But as far as this comparison goes, it's pretty okay, my friend. And what else I can say? Well, you can see here, for example, the bridge. It's a little bit different, but that just because of the model of this one. I just picked up that one because I didn't want to have exactly the same, even if they look similar. I didn't want to have the same. I want to have both. So what else I can say about this one? Yeah, well, the fretwork, the knot, and the feeling. Yeah, it sounds good. Sounds good, that too. What else I can say? The color, maybe that color. I like it a little bit more. This one is beautiful too, don't get me wrong, that's why I have these two. I could actually have only one, I don't. And I could actually have another color, but I choose them like this because I fucking love it. So, a little bit different. What else I can say? For example, here, the black. You have an F, because this is a Fender player. On this one, it's a little bit different. It says Fender Corona, California. Yeah, well, you know, fret bus and so on, you can actually always adjust it by just road here. You can get it better, of course. That's what I did. I mean, simple. It's a simple fact. If you have more than one guitar, you understand that that's kind of thing you can do. I mean, seriously, you're gonna pay? You're gonna pay for this? I mean, somebody else to do it for you? Come on, man. Get the tools, man. That's another thing. The tools for just adjust and transfer. Every single guitar I have here, like I have 16 guitars, 16. All of 50% of them they bring their own tools. I mean, seriously, you don't even need to buy one. I mean, those are cheap too. So that's things you can do, and you can of course upgrade the pickups. In my case, I like to have them like they are because I have a lot of distortions and so on. That I mean, seriously, you may have something at the beginning, and then you can start with something as a bass, and then you can always change them. So you can always change the sonic characteristic of everything here. I mean, we are not in the 90s, 50s that you needed to have it all from, you know, the pickup. Oh my God, the pickup. Oh my God, the valve amplifier. You know, the vacuum tube amplifier. I do have one, and it sounds beautiful. Yes, it does. But it's not like you need it. Nowadays, the technology is so brutal. And besides the fact that all these filters, like you know, all these speakers and all this amplification, and whether if they are digital or not, and you always will modify. So it's not like before. I mean, nowadays it doesn't matter. It's true that you, for example, the PRS, you have the Gibsons or the Yamaha or yes, I do have, it's all a little bit different, and I have a lot of P90s and humbuckers and blades, etc. etc. All of this sounds originally like a bass sound, different, makes sense. But I mean, unless you tell me, oh my god, I'm gonna buy only one guitar in my life, oh, that's another story. Oh, I want to have one guitar in my life and only one amplifier in my life, stuff like that. Then you need to seriously think about it. Let me tell you something. If you're like me, like you love guitars, you will have more than one, even maybe not the same year. But you know, time passes, you grow up, you make money. Yep. And this is it, man. What else I can say? Oh yeah. You can see the difference here with the Fender. So you see? I kinda like this one. It's a hole and then deep. What else? Yeah, well, this has the action like the Reno one. It's really high. I don't like it. I prefer the PRS in that sense. It's just ridiculous, like playing like butter. Plays like butter. It's just way out of it. I mean, these people got that right, or I was lucky enough to have the right one, the right batch, which is most likely like that. And I pretend not to buy another PRS for a while, because I don't want to feel sad because the next one will not be as good as that one, so I will leave it like that. I have a Fender there. I have two Fenders, and then that Fender white that you see there, it had a lot of bad fretwork, so I needed to adjust it, fix it a little bit. No, that's okay. It's play. You can play with it. It's really good. It's not perfect, but I mean, that PRS, man, that's kind of a perfect one. I mean, it's more expensive too. But let's face it, you may start saying right now, yeah, well, you're paying more. Yeah, but seriously, what is it exactly that you feel like, oh, this is a good guitar? The main little thing that I actually notice is, okay, the fretwork. You don't feel it. Oh, wonderful. The knot is well done. Perfect. Wonderful. Maybe the quality when it comes to if it is contundent or not, if it's light, when normally people, and myself, tend to believe that if it is contundent, it's a little bit heavy. If it's more like a genuine, I like it. So that has it. And so this one, both sounds okay. What else I can say about these things? Not bad at all. I liked it. I really did. Yeah, colors. The matching heads. Most of them say Fender and so on, so that's not a problem. And this one, I mean, you can always, you have a screw here that you can always adjust. So they're okay, man. Seriously, at this point of life, you're paying, you're basically paying name, and the people that actually work on this stuff, they're just artists. They're geniuses, and they turn a piece of wood into something that is just beautiful. And you know, somebody need to go and chop that tree, and then turns into this. That's the money. Where the money goes. I mean, of course, the PRS and Gibson. I mean, those prices, seriously, it's just for the guy. It's Paul Reed Smith. You need to buy another Ferrari. Oh, maybe. Or the new guys in Gibson, or the one that was before. You just need to have another airplane. If you feel like donating to him, okay, fine. I did because I really love it. Not him. I love the guitar. It sounds really nice, and this one is just beautiful. I have a lot of unboxing stuff you can see. I'm doing this comparison because I noticed that a lot of people want it. Just my impressions, guys. That's all I can say about it. Have a nice day.